We ready? Who ready? We ready? Who ready? Who? We ready? Who? Who ready? Who? We ready? Who? Motivation of youth only. Mentally feel like Kobe. I'm like Jokic with the rock. You physically couldn't hold me. I don't care if you're pushing 40. You can never little bro me. Euro step like Ginobili. From young OG to the OG. From nosebleeds to floor seats. Circle stronger than Cuban links. My gold dance, your gold plated. You verse me, now that's a reach. We ready? Who ready? We ready? Who ready? Who? We ready? Who? Who ready? Who? We ready? Who? Who ready? We ready, been ready. I waited, my turn, on God, hell steady. I keep dropping back to back, I keep going if you let me. I've been sitting at the top, looking down at those who left me. Promise I'm not being petty, I'm the one they envy. Brody moving state to state, make $1 million out the semi. Plus I grinded from the start, I was stacking pennies. I might dip like Machiavelli, after the confetti. Who ready? We ready? Who ready? We ready? Who ready? Who? We ready? Who? Who ready? Who? We ready? Who? Who ready? We ready? Who ready? We ready? Who ready? Who? We ready? Who? Who ready? Who? We ready? Who?
What up, family? Welcome back to the channel. You already know it's your boy Moose Talks Hoops. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit the like button. You already know it's a lot of things in this world that cost, but hitting the like button ain't one of them.
Yes, sir. That boy Moose is back on the loose. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what to do. Smash that like button and share the video so we can talk some hoops. And first things first, salute to the chat. Salute to the chat. You guys know how I feel about y'all. I got the realest chat on YouTube. It ain't many of us, but less is more. So there's plenty of us, man. Y'all go ahead and smash that like button. Share the video, man. NBA schedules dropped today. We're going to get into the Lakers schedule, man. Feels like a minute since we talked Lakers basketball, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Once again, smash that like button and share the video. Also, if you want to donate to the channel, the link to the Cash App is up on the screen on your ticker and in the description. Also, if you want to become a member, an official member of the channel, the link to that is also in the description, man. I see everybody sliding up through here today. Disintegrate all humans. What up, bro? Leslie Barber, I see you. Good afternoon. Mr. Player Made. What up, my guy? Go James. What it do? Y'all smash that like button and share the video. So let's talk about it, man. It's been a while since we talked about Laker basketball. Rough end to the previous season when we seen the Lakers get bounced out of the first round of the playoffs by the Denver Nuggets in a gentleman's sweep fashion, 4-1. D'Angelo Russell had his little outburst at the end of the bench where he was eating candy, texting on the phone. Darvin Ham couldn't get his hands up out of his pockets, and that was all she wrote for Darvin Ham. He was fired. JJ Redick was hired. Lakers go into the draft. They get a steal at number 17 in Dalton Knecht. They make history as well with the 55th, the much talked about 55th overall pick, Bronny James joining the squad. And a lot of rumors were out there. Fans had a lot of concerns. But at the end of the day, Rob Pelinka held tight. No significant moves were made. And you guys remember when we covered in free agency, it was a list of players that LeBron James would be willing to take a pay cut for as he was a free agent. Rob Pelinka, Jeannie Buss, as they do best. They missed out on everybody. Klay Thompson was out there. DeMar DeRozan was out there. It was trade targets out there. DeJounte Murray. Fans thought the organization was going to make a run at Lauri Markkanen. That ain't happened. So it was a lot going on. At the end of the day, the Lakers lose to Spencer Dinwiddie, who wanted to remain in the Laker jersey. The Lakers lose to Taurean Prince, who was their only production coming off the bench in the playoffs. And that was all she wrote for them. They filled the rest of the roster out with their incoming rookies with Dalton, Knecht, and Bronny James. And we've been talking about Olympic basketball for the past few weeks on this channel. And speaking about Olympic basketball, Rob Pelinka and JJ Redick actually caught a flight and spent a lot of time in Paris watching their two superstars, LeBron James and Anthony Davis, eventually win the gold medal. And if I'm Rob Pelinka, matter of fact, scratch that. If I'm JJ Redick, I'm looking at Rob Pelinka like, you see what we got? You see what we got? We got damn near a 40-year-old LeBron James playing like he's 28, 29, still an all-NBA player, led Team USA at the Olympics to a gold medal, Olympics MVP. Anthony Davis was a monster. It seemed like the entire Olympic run, we was pounding our chest, screaming at the top of our lungs for Anthony Davis to start in place of Joel Embiid. And it wasn't just Laker fans. It wasn't just Laker fans. It was all NBA fans alike. Everybody was screaming for Anthony Davis to take that starting job from Joel Embiid. Now, if you JJ Redick, right, and you Rob Pelinka, right, chat, how can you not watch that and think, damn, we ain't doing our job? Especially Rob Pelinka, especially Jeannie Buss. We ain't doing our job. So we bringing up the topic today and we talking about it today. I will be dropping the link a little later on in the stream. But we got to talk about it, man. Have the Lakers, Jeannie Buss, Rob Pelinka, failed LeBron James and Anthony Davis. And don't tell me this duo cannot win a championship. Don't tell me this duo cannot win a championship. You just seen that they were the top two of the top 5 players on this Olympic squad were Anthony Davis and LeBron James. 2 of the top 5 players, arguably, on this squad were Anthony Davis and LeBron James. And speaking of Anthony Davis, right? We seen the recipe that worked in the championship season of 2020. We seen what worked. We seen AD on the floor with another big man. We seen LeBron James playing the point, being the main facilitator for this team, surrounding him with defensive-minded wings that can shoot the ball, and surrounding Anthony Davis with solid big men where he wouldn't have to play the 5. And that was a recipe for a championship. And of course, as we all know, as soon as it worked, Rob Pelinka, for whatever reason, decided to break it all up. He didn't bring back JaVale McGee, didn't bring back Dwight Howard. You brought in a 39-year-old Marc Gasol, who at that point in his career couldn't guard a parked car with 4 flats. And since then, Rob Pelinka has been trying everything in the book other than what worked in the 2020 championship season. Smash that like button and share the video. And now, in the Olympics, we see Anthony Davis thrive when he's playing with another big man. If you notice, a lot of his minutes came with him playing alongside Bam Adebayo. LeBron James, the bulk of his minutes in the Olympics came with being the main facilitator, playing a point. So for whatever reason, Rob Pelinka refuses to go back to the formula that worked for them in the 2020 season. And I'm sorry, Rob Pelinka, you don't got much time. You don't got much time. Rob Pelinka had the famous quote at the trade deadline last year where he said, "You can't buy a house that's not for sale." Well, it looked like DeJounte Murray was for sale. He got traded for Larry Nance Jr. and a Dyson Daniels. Excuse me, what? Larry Nance Jr. and a Dyson Daniels? That's all it took for DeJounte Murray? When all the rumors I was seeing for Lakers trades were Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, 1,000 picks, and the Hollywood Hills. They wanted it all, reportedly. And I know JJ Redick said at his press conference that he didn't think this team was too far away from competing for a championship. And I've been marinating on this, pause, no Diddy. I've been marinating on this the entire summer. And for much of the summer, I was thinking, you know what? This isn't that bad, Laker family. This isn't that bad. As long as we get a healthy Gabe Vincent, as long as we get a healthy Jared Vanderbilt, and we got roster continuity with a D'Lo, with a Austin Reeves, with a Rui Hachimura, who was balling out of control for Japan at the Olympics, and AD and LeBron James continuing to play at this level, I think we could be all right. That was my thought process for most of the summer, right? That was my thought process. But after the Olympics, after watching what I witnessed in the Olympics, after watching LeBron James still be the best player on the court, after watching Anthony Davis be the monster that he is, playing alongside another big, I say, damn that. Rob Pelinka, bro, your job got to be on the line if nothing gets done. If nothing gets done, your job got to be on the line. I mean, it's a great saying out there, man. You can't serve two masters. Don't tell me you trying to compete for championships and be building for the future at the same time. That don't work, champ. That don't work, champ. You got to pick one or the other. You either competing for championships or you building for the future. You can't be one of these teams that's stuck in the middle, kind of like Golden State's situation right now. You can't be telling your superstars, generational players, that you're trying to compete for a championship, but you don't make no additions to help you compete for a championship this season. You've given out bad minimum contracts with player options to Cam Reddish, Jackson Hayes, Christian Wood. You lose the two guys that wanted to stay in Spencer Dinwiddie and Taurean Prince. Taurean Prince, he was your only production coming off the bench in the playoffs last season. Your only production. And y'all lose them. LeBron James comes out while he's a free agent, gives you a list of players to go after, and tells you he's going to take a significant pay cut if you're able to agree to terms with these players. That doesn't happen. He still looks out and still takes less than the max so you guys can stay below that second apron and still give the organization a little bit of wiggle room to bust some moves. And Rob Pelinka, you going to tell me this whole entire offseason you've been sitting on your hands? Nah, that ain't going to fly this year, bro. That ain't going to fly this year, man. That ain't going to fly. Because I'll tell you what, I'm not blaming JJ Redick this year. I'm not blaming LeBron James this year. I'm not blaming Anthony Davis this year. I'm not blaming no Rui Hachimura, no D'Lo, no Austin Reeves, no Dalton Knecht, no Gabe Vincent. I'm not blaming no players, no coaches this year. I'm coming straight for Rob Pelinka's neck and Jeannie Buss and Kurt Rambis, Linda Rambis, the ghost of Phil Jackson, whoever's in that front office upstairs. I'm coming straight for your necks. Because at this point, it's malpractice, bro. You've been saying the same things for the past few seasons. And for the past few seasons, you've been seeing that this roster is just not good enough. As good as it is. Even the way it looks right now, I still believe the Lakers are a 48, 49, 50-win team. As long as they stay healthy. But that's still not good enough. Is that good enough to beat the Boston Celtics in a 7-game series? Is it good enough to beat the Oklahoma City Thunder in a 7-game series? The Minnesota Timberwolves in a 7-game series? Hell, we should have beaten the Denver Nuggets last year. And I was telling everybody that we should have beaten the Denver Nuggets last year. Jokic was gassed. Murray was not the same. Hell, KCP, former Laker, played on that Nuggets team. He came out recently and said the Lakers should have beat us. The year before. You watched a hobble LeBron James, an injured Anthony Davis, take a team that had been put together at the trade deadline and make it to a Western Conference Finals. And we've blamed LeBron James. We've blamed Darvin Ham. And I'll get to Darvin Ham's ass later, too. Because I got a clip I want to show y'all in a few minutes here. We blame D'Lo. But enough is enough, man. Enough is enough. Rob Pelinka, when are you going to be held accountable? Jeannie Buss, when are you going to be held accountable? Y'all sat on your asses all off season and watched everybody get better. Everybody, especially in the Western Conference. You've seen Sacramento get better, adding DeMar DeRozan. You've seen OKC get better, adding An Alex Caruso. Man, I miss Alex Caruso. Phoenix, who flamed out and got swept, they got a little bit better in my books. Dallas is going to be Dallas. So I'm wondering, are you guys just going to fall back into the middle of the crowd and be a team like Golden State who tells their generational superstar or superstars that we're still competing for a championship, but in reality, you're looking towards the future? It's real crazy, man. You can't piss on my head and tell me it's rain. And like I said, the NBA released its schedule today. And they didn't do the Lakers any favors. The first 5 games are tough 5 games for the Lakers. And you guys know it's important to come out and play good basketball or come out to a good enough start at the start of the season. Twin Man, what up, bro? Salute to my man Lamont, FYF Sports Debates, man. Make sure y'all check me out on there every Tuesday, 3:30 p.m. with the In the Zone podcast with my brothers So Crazy TV, Renegade, and True to King TV. It's real interesting, man. Matter of fact, let's take a look at this schedule, right? So y'all can see it for yourselves. Let me get this pulled up for y'all, man. Brand new schedule for the 2024-2025 season just dropped for the NBA. And like I said, the Lakers got a tough 5-game stretch to start off the season. Home opener, season opener at home against the T-Wolves and Edwards. Coming off a Western Conference Finals appearance, coming off a great Olympic run. Anthony Edwards is going to be better. That's a tough game. Phoenix has gotten a little bit better. That's a tough game. The Kings have gotten better. That's a tough game. You got the Suns again. And then you got the Cavs. New coach Kenny Atkinson. They'll be a good squad this year. And I think it's going to take about 10 games into the season. It's going to take about 10 games into the season to really see if JJ Redick was right, if Rob Pelinka was right, that this team is not that far away of being championship contenders. And speaking about Darvin Ham earlier, right? Patrick Beverly was on the Pat Bev podcast, and he had some real interesting comments to say about Darvin Ham after he recently ran into Darvin Ham. As you guys remember, Patrick Beverly was a member of the Los Angeles Lakers during Darvin Ham's first season with the Lakers, ended up being traded at the deadline before things took a turn for the better in Lakerland for that season, and they ended up making the Western Conference Finals. And the past 2 years, Darvin Ham, or what a lot of y'all like to call him, Darvin Scam, got a lot of flack from Laker fans, not just Laker fans, Laker media, Laker players. You remember D'Angelo Russell ripped him in that article. There was reports that possibly D'Lo, Rui, and Austin Reeves went up to management to complain about Darvin Ham. We seen LeBron James blow up on the sidelines on Darvin Ham. Anthony Davis wasn't a fan of Darvin Ham. And it looks like Darvin Ham did some reflecting. And it actually looks like Darvin Ham did some apologizing as well, man. I want to get into this clip from the Pat Bev podcast. Just one moment. So y'all can hear this for yourselves, man.
I'm in Vegas. I'm gambling. I see Coach Ham walk past. I ain't seen Coach Ham on a personal level since I left Lake. Coach Ham come up to me. What up? I don't even know his move. I'm just, what up? Can I get 5 minutes? I'm like, oh, shit. Okay. What up, Ham? I just want to let you know, Pat, I apologize. Like, oh, shit. You know, as a coach, never supposed to apologize. Decisions you make is decisions you make. Why? Because you the motherfucking coach. Apologize, Pat. You was right.
What were you right about?
Need to practice more. Fuck that. We need to do more. Can't just win off talent. We need to do more. Fuck that. We need to rep it. Gotta rep it. We don't have really time to practice our schedule. Fuck that, coach. Film it. Rep it. There's ways you can rep it. Walk through it. Everybody's shoes untied.
And you were suggesting that, and he was.
No, it wasn't. He just had a lot. He had a lot on his plate. First year coach. You got Russ. You got AD. You got Bron. There's a lot going on. Fast.
Right.
So you ain't gonna listen to Pat Bev. Not at that time. You know, come on, Pat. You talking your shit again. Oh, fuck that, coach. We confused. Don't nobody know nothing. Rep it. And then fast forward, and you was right. If you don't rep it, your ass will be out.
And sure enough.
And then he hit me at the end. Was like, yeah, man. You got Russ' number. I want to reach out to him too. I like, damn.
Yeah. Really?
Gangster.
Crazy. Y'all heard that for yourselves. Darvin Ham not having the team practice at all. A team that before that season fired Frank Vogel. They really couldn't figure out the fit with Russell Westbrook, Anthony Davis, LeBron James. Russ said, I'll take a bench role and come off the bench. They brought in Darvin Ham to mediate that Russell Westbrook situation. You don't have the team practicing. Practice? We talking about practice? You ain't had these guys practicing? You heard Pat Bev. He said we was confused. We need reps. We need practice. And that explains why that team was so bad up until the trade deadline that season, where they pretty much cleaned house. Not practicing? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Pat Bev said something else that was interesting in that clip. He said Darvin Ham asked him for Russell Westbrook's phone number so he could apologize to Russ as well. Well, what the hell was Russ telling you? What the hell was Russell Westbrook trying to tell you that you wasn't listening to, that you were ignoring? That you need to find Russell Westbrook's phone number to call him to apologize. That's crazy. I wonder if he called Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, and D'Angelo Russell and apologized to them for benching them at different points of the beginning of the season. And now I believe Anthony Davis when he came out after game 2, I think it was, against the Nuggets, and said we didn't know what we were doing on the offensive side and the defensive side of the ball. Do you guys remember that? Do you guys remember after that game 2 in Denver where the Lakers blew that lead and they were up damn near 20 points? And Anthony Davis took to the podium and said that we didn't know what we were doing on offense and defense. And they asked Darvin Ham about it. And he said something to the effect of he didn't see it that way and that AD was pretty much just in his feelings. What are all those people in the media going to say after they see that clip? All the people that were pounding the desk saying that Darvin Ham shouldn't have been fired, the Michael Wilbons of the world, the Stephen A. Smiths of the world. What are they going to say to that? Michael Wilbon, Stephen A. Smith, I didn't see y'all campaigning for Darvin Ham to get a job. And it's real telling because you remember when the Lakers were on their coaching search for a new coach after they fired Darvin Ham? They used some key words in the media through Shams Charania, through Adrian Wojnarowski, that kind of caught my ear and caught my attention. The Lakers were using words like, we want a grinder. We want a guy that's going to develop guys. We want a guy that's going to be obsessed with coaching. And if you remember, there was a lot of rumors last year around the Lakers with Darvin Ham, that the team wasn't prepared right. Game plans weren't ready. There was a lot of rumors like that last season. So it's real interesting seeing Pat Bev come out and saying that he ran into Darvin Ham at a casino and Darvin Ham apologized for not having the team practice. Not having the team practice? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Now, with the Lakers' lack of roster additions, right? That tells me Rob Pelinka feels like he has enough. That tells me he feels like JJ Redick has enough to work with, a first-time rookie head coach. And you're basically saying coaching was the only problem with this team last year. I mean, that was one of the problems. Health was another one of the problems. You didn't have Vando for much of the year. You didn't have Gabe Vincent for the entire year. But believe me, not making additions to this roster is going to hurt this roster. Do you think this Lakers team can withstand an Anthony Davis injury? Do you think this Lakers team can withstand a LeBron James injury? Matter of fact, scratch LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Do you think this team could withstand another Vando injury, another Rui Hachimura injury, a Austin Reeves injury, a D'Lo injury? Do you think this team could withstand that? You had guys opt back in like Christian Wood, who I like, Cam Reddish, Jackson Hayes. What are you expecting out these guys that are taking up roster spots? What are you expecting out of a Cam Reddish, a Jackson Hayes? I don't want to see Cam Reddish in the rotation. And I'm glad Darvin Ham's not there to play him. I mean, we just gave Max Christie 4 years, $32 million. I want to see Max Christie on the court. Max Christie has been grinding the past few off seasons. And anytime he's gotten minutes under Darvin Ham, he's performed. But Darvin Ham was rewarding Max Christie with a seat at the end of the bench. So it's going to be real interesting, man. Let me get a few of y'all's thoughts up here. I'm going to drop the link, bro. Give me a few quick moments, man. I got to hear from the people, Laker fans, NBA fans alike, man. I got to hear from y'all, man. Finna drop this link in a few moments, man. Smash that like button, share the video, get them likes up. Finna drop this link. Also, if you want to donate to the channel, once again, the link to that is in the description and on your screen on that ticker. Also, if you want to become an official member of the channel, the link to that is in the description as well, man. I just dropped the link, man. Y'all come on up here, man. Come holler at me, let me know, man. Are the Los Angeles Lakers failing LeBron James and Anthony Davis, man? I'm starting to get NBA fever all over again, man. Season around the corner, man. Man, let me get Ben's thoughts on this. Ben, what up, bro? What's going on?
What's up, man? How's it going?
Not bad. How you feeling, brother?
I'm good. Yeah, so I actually had a little bit of a different take from you. I completely see what you're saying, but the year after we won the chip, we had a pretty good record. We were like, I don't know, we won like 21 out of 28 of the first 28 games, I think. And I do think that season, if AD didn't get hurt in the playoffs against the Suns, and LeBron's ankle was good, I think we're back to back those 2 years personally.
Oh, most definitely. Even though I didn't like moving away from JaVale and Dwight,
Right,
and going with a Montrezl Harrell, going with a Andre Drummond, he didn't really fit the squad. Going with a old Marc Gasol. I still thought the Lakers could have won if it wasn't for Solomon Hill taking a nosedive into LeBron's leg, and then eventually Anthony Davis getting injured. Because with that ankle injury and LeBron really not looking the same, let's keep it real, he was looking like the MVP before Solomon Hill nosedived into his ankle. He didn't quite look the same in the playoffs. Even with that, the Lakers were up 2-1 on the Phoenix Suns before Anthony Davis got hurt.
Exactly. Yep.
You know what I mean? So I really thought that could be a championship squad, but you have that as something to lean back on. You have those squads, the 21 squad, the 20 squad, and then now, like I said, JJ Redick and Rob Pelinka were in Paris, and you're watching LeBron James be the main facilitator for that team. You're watching Anthony Davis thrive when he's on the court with another big. So you know what works. It's not like we haven't seen this duo win a championship together as teammates. You know what works. It's like they've been trying to do everything other than what worked for them previously. How do you feel about that, Ben?
No, for sure. I mean, there were moments in the Olympics where AD was like our most important player, you know? I mean, they're big time. But, I think sometimes it's kind of hard to tell, who's at fault, because, I mean, even though we're out from under Westbrook, I mean, you got to give some of that to LeBron. I know Rob signed off on it, but, I think it's a third of it's injuries, why we're not as good as we should be over the past several years. A third of it Could be front office, the coaching, all that stuff. And then a third of it, I don't know, could just be, poor decision making a little bit. But I don't know. I think it's definitely not totally on the front office. I mean, there's a lot of stuff's happened over the past few years, but I'm not now, like, this past offseason's been trash, right? So yeah, it's been, but also at the same time, like you brought up, what's the dude's name that went to the Pelicans?
DeJounte Murray.
Yeah, that was a huge miss by us. But then you also see stuff like, Klay Thompson decided to go to the Mavs. There are some free agents I feel like don't want to come to LA. But I don't know that, but I don't know. I think it's a lot of stuff. But yeah, I mean, front office could definitely be better. And that whole Darvin Ham thing was crazy, dude. He fucking sucks.
Yeah, how do you feel about that, man? Pat Bev coming out saying he ran into Darvin Ham at the casino. Darvin Ham talked to him, apologized, because I guess during that year that Pat Bev was there, he was telling Coach that the team needs to practice. And I guess Darvin Ham didn't feel that.
That's crazy.
And here he is without that job, apologizing for not having the team practice. That is crazy to me.
That's insane. And the whole timeout situation all throughout the season, not calling timeouts. Dude, like, it was so obvious. Like, and a lot of the, LeBron haters, Laker haters, they were saying, we were blaming the coach. But if you watch the game, literally for like 10 games, he straight up cost us in the past regular season because just poor decision making, not prepared, players not trusting him. So yeah, I hope Redick does well for us. I'm not totally convinced, but I think he's a good X's and O's guy.
I mean, that's the word out on him. So it's gonna be something that we're gonna see this season. Like I said, Lakers schedule drop, man. What is your outlook for this team this season, bro?
Probably 7 or 8 seeds, 6, 7, 8 seeds, something like that. Unless we can, make a big change either, midway through the season or whatever. But I'm not too convinced it's going to be because I mean, you have to look at the Western Conference. It's more stacked than it was last year, right?
Yeah, man. So,
I mean, I don't know. I think you're going to get LeBron and AD doing LeBron and AD things, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling it this season, but you never know. But
I don't blame you, man. So if this team was to make some additions, where would you like to see the Lakers making moves? Like, where would you like to see the Lakers improve at? Is there any positions, any type of players? What is something that you would feel confident in this Lakers squad winning the championship?
We need a damn big. We need a backup big, like a Dwight or a JaVale like type player, right? A dude who can crash the boards, physical guy, guard Jokic, guard some of these bigs, help AD a little bit. AD can move to the 4. I really like that Bam AD pairing, But yeah, we just need a big center. I think that's the first thing. And then honestly, I mean, just mimic 2020, right? We can't. I mean, Caruso. Those are hard to come by. So but if you could find a defensive point guard, I think it's all about the defense and 3-and-D guys, but hard to find. So I don't know where they're coming from, but neither does Rob. But
you're not lying about that, man. And in hindsight, right? Even at the time, letting Caruso walk when he was willing to take a discount to stay with the Lakers is crazy. Prioritizing THT over Caruso was crazy. And when you look at it now, if you look at it in hindsight, Alex Caruso heading to the OKC Thunder, an all NBA first team type defender.
Mm-hmm.
And THT is not even on a roster as of right now.
Really?
He's not on a roster. Last I checked, Taylor Horton Tucker's not on a roster as of right now, man.
I could now with THT, you know, I mean, he was so young. He had the huge wingspan. I mean, you know, I could, like the rest of us, I could see some potential, but not in place of Caruso. He's one of those role players that will win you a championship. You know, those are the guys you need. THT was, you know, unproven. Didn't we pay him like $10 million too?
Man,
something crazy.
But, man, I still can't believe it. It still doesn't make any sense to me because even though I liked what I saw out of THT at that time, even though I liked what I seen out of THT at that time, like, bro, come on, man. You can't let Caruso, who actually came out and said he was willing to take a discount to stay with the Lakers. You can't let him walk, especially the impact that he had on that team and that impact that he had moving forward. You've seen what he was able to do in a Chicago Bulls jersey. Mm-hmm. He became one of the top defenders in the NBA, all NBA defense first team. And now a lot of people are looking at Alex Caruso as the move of the summer, with him ending up on the OKC Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people feel like the Thunder could go deep into the playoffs now that they have Caruso paired up with somebody like a Lou Dort, along with SGA, Chet, and the rest of the squad that they have from last year.
Yeah, I mean, they're stacked.
It's real crazy. It's been blunders all throughout this front office. And what's funny to me, right? What's funny to me is throughout all these years post the championship year, not once have we heard that Rob Pelinka is on the hot seat.
Right.
And I said a few months ago, right, I raised the question, is Rob Pelinka really the guy running things? Is Rob Pelinka really the guy calling shots when it comes to this roster? Because if he is, anybody else in a pressure situation with a franchise such as the Lakers, anybody else would not only just be on the hot seat, they probably would have got fired.
Right.
They probably would have got fired.
But here's the thing, though. Like, I guess it was last offseason. Wasn't everybody saying we had, like, the best or one of the best off seasons with our signings? Like, I feel like half the time
they were, and I never bought into that.
Okay.
I never bought into that.
Okay.
And I think a lot of that came just from the success that the team had post-trade deadline.
Right.
With the way that team started to play towards the end of the year, went on that run, and people forget, the Lakers got a little bit lucky falling to where they did, climbing to where they did, because they were at one point in a 12th seed, moved up to a 7th seed. You play a Memphis team that had injuries.
Mm-hmm.
You beat them. You play a Golden State team that was really out of sync. Their chemistry was shot. They were not all on the same page. You got to remember that was the year Draymond Green fired on Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole's out there playing for self. So, and the Warriors went through a tough, grueling 7-game series where it took Steph Curry going nuts in Game 7 just for them to advance. You know what I mean? So it was a lot of luck that played into that Western Conference Finals run.
And Clay was trash, right?
Yeah. So it was a lot of luck. And people looked at it as if, okay, this team as is right now should compete for a championship. We added some role players. We added a Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent came off a great year. But like I said, last year, we didn't even see Gabe Vincent play outside of a few games.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We didn't have Vando for most of the season last year.
Yep.
So it was kind of fool's gold, that Western Conference run and the perception it gave to the fan base and to the media as well.
I just don't want to see us get another damn Miami Heat guard. I'm tired of them dudes, man. It's crazy.
Man, those Heat guards, man, tough luck, man. We seen what we went through as Laker fans with a Kendrick Nunn. Hopefully that doesn't happen this year with Gabe Vincent. So it's going to be real interesting to see, man. But
yeah,
the fact that Rob Pelinka's seat has not even been a little bit hot on your watch. We've went through Frank Vogel, went through Darvin Ham. Here we are with JJ Redick. And I feel like drafting Bronny, the Olympics, has kind of taken the microscope off of Rob Pelinka, to be honest.
Right. Yeah.
You know
That's
what
true.
I mean?
I don't know. Like, since we didn't make like any moves this past offseason, and kind of seeing, you know what LeBron did in the Olympics, and Bronny's there, play with him. I feel like, did we just punt this season? Is LeBron just gonna do his thing, and are we just gonna chill? I don't know. That's how it feels to me.
It feels that way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It feels that way.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like, because the organization, you cannot tell me with a straight face that you believe this roster, this team is built to win a championship. Right. You can't tell me that.
Right.
You can't tell me that. And for you guys to be over in Paris and watch AD and LeBron in person, still playing great basketball, still being great at what they do, arguably being two of the top 5 players on that team, that doesn't make you want to go all in even more?
Right.
Like, you have what a lot of teams don't. You have 2 All-NBA guys. Like I said, Anthony Davis was an All-NBA player and an All-NBA defense player last year, the only person to do it. The knock on AD's been injury. He played 76 games last year.
Yeah, it's crazy.
LeBron James defying the odds. He's still great. He's still an All-NBA caliber player. Proved it last year. Should have been second team, but made third team. And then at the Olympics, he wins Olympic MVP. Rob Pelinka, you are watching this, bro.
Yeah.
So it's real crazy to me, man.
Yeah, how do you think how do you feel about Dalton Knecht? You think he's gonna be all right?
I like him.
Okay.
And that might have been the best thing that happened to the Lakers all off season.
For sure.
All off season. The fact that Dalton Knecht, for whatever reason, fell to number 17 for the Lakers to draft, I think it took all the work out of Rob Pelinka's hands.
Yeah.
Like Dalton Knecht, before the draft, a week before the draft, matter of fact, a few days before the draft, ESPN had him mocked at number 6 to Charlotte.
Right.
I'll never forget it. And there were rumblings about Dalton Knecht, but obviously with the 17th pick, you're thinking, this guy will never fall to us.
Right.
Never. So the fact that he did, I think it was the best thing to happen to the Lakers. I think it was the best thing to happen to JJ Redick coming into the organization, your first draft pick, and it's Dalton Knecht, a guy that used to watch a lot of tape on you. He's bigger than a lot of people give him credit for. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He's athletic. He can fly. He can throw the hammer down.
Mm-hmm.
And you want that shooting. Shooting is at a premium in this version of the NBA, this era of the NBA. So you can get a Dalton Knecht who is physically ready for the NBA right now. The only knock, which I don't think is a knock, is that he's 23 years old. That tells me he's ready to hoop right now.
Exactly. Win now. Yep.
You know what I mean? You've seen what the Lakers should have drafted last year, Jaime Jaquez, turned out for the Heat. You know what I
Right.
mean?
That's true.
So I think that was the best thing to happen for the Lakers this offseason. I think Dalton Knecht, he's really going to thrive with the Lakers, you know what I mean? Albeit he's a rookie, but I think he's going to thrive. He's going to thrive as a Laker, man. He's going to have the opportunity to knock down shots. He's going to have the opportunity to get his confidence up, because when you're on the court with a LeBron James, when you're on the court with an Anthony Davis, you're going to have good shots. Can you knock those shots down? That's the thing. And the Lakers need all the shooting that they can get. You know what I mean? Austin Reeves is not really a shooter. In my eyes, he's a scorer. You know what I mean?
Yep. Secondary ball
D'Angelo
handler.
Russell, he can run hot. He can run cold. Rui Hachimura isn't a reliable shooter. So when you lose Taurean Prince, who was your best player off the bench in the playoffs last year, the only production you got off the bench really last year, and you replace that with a Dalton Knecht, who's a sharpshooter. JJ Redick loves him. He can shoot off catch and shoots. He can shoot off movement. It's gonna be a bright spot for the Los Angeles Lakers.
I hope so. Speaking of sharpshooters, I don't know if we still have the guy on a two-way, but that dude we picked up from University of Pitt.
Yeah, Blake Henson, I think it was. Yeah,
dude, that guy can light it up from three.
Definitely, man. I think he's on a two-way contract. I think he'll spend the bulk of his time in the G League, but it's gonna be real interesting, man. What he does in training camp. Is he a part of training camp, or does he just go down to South Bay right away? It's gonna be real interesting, man. Also, at that big man position, man, I really don't like our options with a Jackson Hayes.
Same.
Christian Wood is not the big body that I would like for this team, even though I like Christian Wood. He had a lot of positive minutes when he was on the court last year with Anthony Davis.
Yep.
I just feel like this team needs a roller, a bruiser, set screen, rebound, where AD could kind of roam a little bit more, can kind of come off weak side and for steals and for blocks, and can get switched off onto guards and not worry about protecting the paint because there's another 6'10", 6'11", 7-footer who could rebound and protect the paint. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, and going back to him and Bam, I think that's like the perfect matchup or the perfect duo, because you want a guy who can also switch, where both guys can switch 4 and 5. They can guard almost any position, right? It's almost like a duplicate of AD in a lot of ways without the shot blocking. So, yeah, I don't know anybody who we could pick up that could even just be a big body. Do you know of anybody?
Man, I mean, JV was out there in the free agent market. He ended up signing a deal bigger than what I thought he was going to get with Washington. And then now you got Washington. We not even in September, and they're already talking about trading Jonas Valanciunas when he becomes trade eligible. I think in December. Is that when new contracts
It's like 15.
are eligible to be traded?
Mm-hmm. I didn't hear that. Why they want to let him go?
I don't know. That's the funny thing. Like, what was the point of signing him? Did he just sign with you guys so he can lock in that money and then end up getting traded? It don't make any sense to me. It don't make any sense to me why you would sign with Washington. I mean, obviously they gave you the most money that you were going to get, because I didn't think he was going to get the contract that he did get from Washington from anybody, period.
Right.
And then now it's what, 2 months, less than 2 months from when you guys signed him, and the organization is coming out and saying that he might be on the trade block already, and as soon as his contract becomes available to trade, they'll be trying to trade him. That's going to be crazy, man.
That's
going to be crazy. And I don't know if Rob Pelinka is waiting for a perfect trade. If there's ever a perfect trade, I don't know if Rob Pelinka is waiting for something else to formulate that we don't know about and they only know about. Is LeBron working the phones? How does Golden State season work out? We had Steph come out, and I know this sounds crazy. We had Steph come out, talk about if Golden State is losing, he's not necessarily going to stick around. Golden State is kind of in the same position as the Lakers, a little bit worse because they don't have somebody the caliber of Anthony Davis, but they're stuck in that position where they're telling their generational superstar, oh, we're going to compete for championships. But at the same time, you're building for the future and you're not really making the moves you should be making. Like I said, they were in the running for Lauri Markkanen, but rumor has it they couldn't get that deal done because they didn't want to add Brandon Podziemski to that deal.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So that sounds crazy to me. That shows me you're not really serious about winning.
Exactly.
Lauri Markkanen is still young. Lauri Markkanen is a sharpshooter. Lauri Markkanen is a versatile offensive player, and he's 7 foot.
Yeah.
You can't teach that.
It's perfect. Yep.
So it's like, is LeBron working behind the scenes? We've seen some new duos, new big threes, new teams form coming out of the Olympics before. I mean, what's cooking? We've seen a little fake bromance emerge between Steph and Bron. Pause, no Diddy. But like, what's really good with that? Is that a possibility, or are we just being delusional fans when it comes to that? You know what I mean?
Right. Probably delusional fans. Probably.
Shout out to my love, Life of Shay Maya in the building. Shout out to my brother AO is Comedy TV, man. We up here talking about Rob Pelinka, Jeannie Buss, the Los Angeles Lakers. After watching LeBron and AD do their thing in the Olympics, after watching Bron and AD be arguably two of the best 5 players on that squad, the Lakers don't make no moves this summer. Schedule dropped today. Season starting in October. We could see that LeBron James and Anthony Davis are still a championship type duo, but obviously Rob Pelinka can't see that. Has Rob Pelinka, Jeannie Buss, and the Lakers been failing LeBron and AD? Let me know, man. I got my man Ben up in here. I'm dropping the link. Y'all come up in here. Come holler at me, man. Houdini Magic, I see you in the place. What up, bro? Golden State, I see you up in here. What up, bro? But yeah, Ben, I mean, it's a lot of questions left unanswered for the Los Angeles Lakers, man.
Yeah, and Rob, I found it pretty funny because I swear I've heard like 3 separate occasions he said, yeah, we're being aggressive this offseason. Yeah, we're trying to be aggressive this offseason.
Man, he's been saying that for the past few years, bro. And I remember after the trade deadline last year, he said something about you can't buy a house that's not for sale.
Right.
Don't tell me that, Rob Pelinka, because I'm seeing teams like the Pelicans only give up Larry Nance Jr. and a Dyson Daniels and get a DeJounte Murray. So let me know, man. Rebrandon, what up, man? Hit that link, man. I'm dropping that link, man. Come up here. Ayo, it's Comedy TV. What up, bro?
Man, what's good, fellas? How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing?
Chilling, man. Chilling, bro. I can't complain. How you feeling, man?
And man, say, bro, I am blessed today, bro. Got a great job offer, bro, today.
Congratulations, man.
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it.
No doubt, man. Congratulations.
I'm on an all-time high right now, bro. So,
I don't blame you.
Jordan. Man, with the whole Rob Pelinka thing, bro, I just think the Lakers have mismanaged everything after the championship. Everything after the championship, I think, and there's so many narratives that will make LeBron look bad that I don't like, such as the whole Russell Westbrook thing, right? If anybody knows that story, knows that Bron wanted DeRozan. They did not do enough to get DeRozan. So they settled on Westbrook or whatever the case may be, which puts the franchise in the world we in too. But I don't like how Rob has handled the roster. I really wish I could have seen what Magic would have been like in that room fully, without him feeling he had to look over his shoulder. And that's my own idea on it. As it pertains to how I feel that the Lakers can be great again, LeBron at the point, AD at the 4, and you find somebody to play the 5. Everything else will fill in. But the respective roles, AD at the 4 is going to be an awesome player, and LeBron at the point is where you need him to facilitate from. Now, considering I don't know what JJ Redick system may be, I still want AD at the 4 and LeBron at the point.
Flat out.
So that's my whole idea on it. I think that they have compromised. The Laker fans have to stop blaming LeBron and truly put some pressure on the front office and hold them accountable before you hold the player accountable. I know it's always the GM, but it's not. LeBron can get the brunt of it because he's the superstar. But you can honestly say the Lakers failed Kobe Bryant those last couple of years.
They did.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So LeBron came and, stabilized the ship. But this is the front office thing. Look, if Bron really had his way, I guarantee you they would have had more championships by now. If Bron really had it his way.
Of course.
I don't want to hear this thing. Don't put it on Bron. Don't put it on AD. Their most success that they've had since LeBron has been there has been AD at the 4, LeBron at the point. Get somebody to fill in the 5, and I think all the other pieces to fill out. Because I believe that they have enough talent. You just need a solid 5. So AD won't have to battle and bang with another 5. And now he can kind of roam and play. AD will be able to roam and be your best defensive player from another standpoint, from the post position. So that's just my idea on it, bro.
Yeah, facts, bro. Facts, man. And like I said, you've seen AD be successful in that position, right? And then we've seen him be forced to play the 5. You know what I mean? If it's not a small ball lineup, I don't want to see AD at the 5. AD's been screaming at the top of his lungs for the past few seasons. He don't like playing the 5. And if he's your franchise player, like the Lakers tell me AD's the franchise player, why not do what the franchise player feels is best for his game and best for the team's success? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've seen what worked in 2020.
Bro.
We've seen what worked at the Olympics when AD was on the floor. So why is it taking Rob Pelinka trying everything other than what he has seen personally work for him and his team?
Because he feel like he ain't gonna get the credit, but just as much credit as you're not getting, and this is what I'm saying. LeBron is the scapegoat to their failures.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because if Bron don't go there, Laker fans, not to the competent Lakers fans, I'm not talking to you. Because I know you can see behind the veil. But to you fake Laker fans, the ones that just hate LeBron, if you hold your front office and your owner accountable, I guarantee you that you will see a difference. You will see a difference. I just don't get it. I just don't get how and why. Like the White Howard and Boogie Cousins and Cook was just talking about how they broke up their team.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? If it hadn't been for even when LeBron having the injury that he had, I believe that they go on to play Milwaukee in the finals that year.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, my man Ben just said the same thing.
Man, like that.
Yeah, my man Ben just said the same thing, bro. He said that, and it's obvious to see, man. And it's crazy that you brought that up, AO's Comedy TV. Oh, no problem, bro. No problem. I got you. I'm still up here. It's crazy that you brought that up, right, bro? Because you right. LeBron James hasn't been speaking out against this front office. He's really just been playing his role being a player because of all the stigmatism, because of all the haters and the noise from them coming out, calling him the GM, saying he runs the front office. That's why he made it his business this offseason to say he doesn't want to be involved in no free agent signings, no trades, and no coaching, because whether he's damned if he does and damned if he do. But without LeBron James speaking out, without an Anthony Davis speaking out, then really the front office skates free. The front office escapes all accountability. When your star players are not calling you out, when your superstar players are not calling you out, that gives the front office a free ride. And it's not like Rob Pelinka has a history in building a team. It's not like Rob Pelinka has a history in making trades or signing free agents. He wasn't an assistant GM. He didn't come up in a front office. He was a player agent, you know? And a lot of people been talking about nepotism this summer. Rob Pelinka is a product of nepotism via Kobe Bryant. His relationship with Kobe Bryant is the only reason why Rob Pelinka has this job as Lakers president. It's the only reason. It's the only reason. Can you imagine what the narrative would have been? Can you imagine what the narrative, what the discourse would have been had Rich Paul become a GM of a team, had Rich Paul become a team president? They'd be killing them. They'd be killing them. Stephen A. Smith, ESPN, FS1, NBA Twitter, YouTube, they'd have been killing them. But Rob Pelinka gets offered a job off of nepotism, his relationship with Kobe Bryant, without having any prior history being in the NBA front office, running a G League team, running an NBA team, being an assistant GM, being the head of scouting, anything like that. And he's gifted the title of president of the Los Angeles Lakers, the most storied franchise in basketball. Come on, man. Come on, give me a break, man. Rob Pelinka, give me a break, bro. Give me a break, man. This is your do or die season, bro. Do or die season. And this is why I said I got questions if Rob Pelinka is really the man in charge. Are you just a figurehead for Jeannie Buss, Linda Rambis, and the Real Housewives of Hollywood, as I like to call them? It's crazy, man. We gonna see, man. Shout out to everybody that pulled up today. Shout out to everybody that watched the stream, liked the stream, joined the stream, commented in the chat, donated to the channel. Shout out to all y'all. Shout out to everybody that joined me on the panel. My man AO is Comedy TV, my man Ben, and salute to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to the chat, man. You guys know how I feel about y'all chat. I got the realest chat on YouTube. It ain't many of us, but less is more, so there's plenty of us, man. Like I say all the time, man, if you want to become an official member of the channel, the link to that is in the description. Also, if you want to donate to the channel, the link to that is in the description as well and on your screen, man. Keep liking the videos. Keep sharing the videos, man. We trying to get to 4K subs, man. Run us up, man. Run us up. I got some real big things in store for us here on Moose Talk Hoops. And like I always say, man, it ain't just my channel, man. This y'all's channel too, man. So hit that like button, man. Hit that subscribe button. Keep sharing the videos, man. Keep supporting your boy, man. I appreciate all the support, man. I'm about to slide up out of here for now. But before I do, I'm going to let the outro sing, man. I appreciate all the love, man. Peace and love, family. We about to be up out of here, man.
Once again, family, you already know it's your boy Moose Talks Hoops. Like I always say, if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit the like button. You already know. It's a lot of things in this world that cost, but hitting the like button ain't one of them.
I am number one, not number two. If I'm not the one, I'm uncomfortable. See the competition I've been running through. Leveled up, I only see him in my rear view. Switch. Yeah, I'm ballin'. Yeah, I'm ballin'. Been ballin'. Yeah, I'm ballin'. Yeah, I'm ballin'. Been ballin'. I'm winning, get buckets from the court side to the nosebleeds. Yeah, they love it. I'm winning, get buckets on the first in and the last out, see me coming. First take, I'm hotter than hot. Hotter than some boiling water, I bubble the pot. Team full of ballers, baby, we winning a lot. I'm like Curry with the rock when I get to my spot. I'm tapping in, I'm passionate, this is what passion is. This here, nah, this is no accident. From the start to the finish, I'm cashing in. I am number one, not number two. If I'm not the one, I'm uncomfortable. See the competition I've been running through. Leveled up, I only see him in my rear view. Switch. Yeah, I'm ballin'. Yeah, I'm ballin'. Been ballin'. Yeah, I'm ballin'. Yeah, I'm ballin'. Been ballin'. I'm winning, get buckets from the court side to the nosebleeds. Yeah, they love it. I'm winning, get buckets on the first in and the last out, see me coming. Been poppin', Sports Center from a little I was watching. Spin a bag like I'm Rafa, call that top spin. How could I not win? This is top 10. From the bottom, got a sniffer out of top wins. I sit back, reflect, and do it again. Hardest milli is the first, now we got 10. Talking 10, 10, 10, 10 times 10 and again. I am number one, not number two. If I'm not the one, I'm uncomfortable. See the competition I've been running through. Leveled